Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today, Virgo, I'm going to be doing your conversation with your ancestors for the month of February. So I hope that you're doing alright. Now please remember those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies and forget the rest. If the message does not resonate with you, you may want to check your moon, Venus or rising signs. So what do my Virgo currents need to hear from their ancestors for February? Let's see. So your first message is card number 6, which is the number of harmony coming back into your life after having overcome some challenges. It's the card of Epiphany and it says, reveal your gifts. So you may be going through a period where you are doubting yourself, or where simply you have kind of retreated and looked within yourself, you know, kind of a hermit mode type of energy I'm getting, and you've realized that your talents may lie in different places than what you're currently doing, and your ancestors are urging you to use those new gifts or new talents that you have discovered. And it may have come as a surprise, you know, that discovery of your talents. You may be kind of surprised and therefore doubting yourself because you didn't expect that you may have had these talents. You may have found that you're actually more creative than you thought you were. You may be very good at drawing. You may be, I don't know, even a psychic, or you may have discovered talents in the kitchen, you know, like you could actually cook, you just didn't know. That's what they're telling you to do, is to expose those talents, use them. And the second message you are getting is card 17, which is called Minimus. Now 17 reduces to number 8, which is a number of attainment and advancements, and it says commune with the source. So this is a card about you kind of blocking out distractions and taking the time out in order to be able to communicate with your higher self, be available for messages your ancestors want to give to you, because you may be busy and not finding the time, you know, to meditate, or if you can't meditate, walk in nature, do some yoga, even just take a nice relaxing bath, and find the time to have, you know, it's like carving a bit of time to have a spiritual practice, because I do believe your ancestors are trying to communicate with you, but they've not been able to. You may also find answers as to how to use your newfound talents and gifts by taking the time out and, you know, talking, communicating with God, the angels, your spirit team, source, whoever you work with, your ancestors, in order to find out what to do with those newfound gifts. I'm sorry, I live next to a firehouse. It's very loud. Right, so let's see what we've got. I'm so sorry about this noise. So you get from a number 6, which shows that you've had some challenges and you've overcome that period maybe of doubt that you were experiencing when you found out your gifts, to a number 8, which is a number of advancement. So the way forward is to carve out that time so you can speak with your ancestors, the universe, your angels, because they will guide you, they're going to support you. Okay, let's see. I really am so sorry about the noise. Oh goodness. Okay, your first card is the exact same card that Taurus got in their messages. So if you've got Taurus in your chart, you may want to have a look at that. This is the Death card, Major Arcana. You then get the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. So the Death card talks about a more permanent type of energy, because this is something, a situation, a relationship or people that are put on your path in order to make you grow emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Consider it as a, occasion to upgrade, basically. And so death basically is talking about something ends, but it completely ends. Put it behind you. And it ends so that something new can be born again, on, fresh grounds, basically, from the ashes of it. So this is a card of endings. Now, it may just have happened to you, or it's something that's going to happen very soon. But this is your ancestors saying, okay, something's going to end. We're telling you something's going to end. Do not panic about it. It just needs to happen. Please remember that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. This is your ancestors, God, the universe, your angels, lining up things so that you may go on the right path and so that you may progress. This is followed by the Seven of Swords. Now the seven is the number of experience and evaluation. Swords is to do with the mental realm, and you've got two swords cards here. So it's your thoughts, your ideas, how you see the world, also truths and communication. The Seven of Swords talks about being focused, displaying a very determined attitude, and doing what it takes to get something done. So once something has gone, you're going to have to show a lot of focus, of determination, and just be willing to do whatever it takes in order to get, your talents and your gifts to be exposed, and maybe to earn you some money, that kind of idea. And then you'll have the Five of Swords. Now the five is the number of changes. And the Five of Swords talks about a breakthrough, and it also talks about finding a way to do things when it doesn't seem easy. So you find a way that's your own way, and people may not understand it, they may not like it, but the Five of Swords talks about having the courage to do what it takes, basically, to get the job done, or to get your wish fulfilled, or to put a project on its track. It's a breakthrough card. So we're talking a lot about having the determination, having focus, not doubting yourself. This is mental energy, and just doing it your own way. If you can't see a way of doing it, do it your own way. And you will find out how to deal with this by communing with God, your angels, or your ancestors, listening to messages and signs that you're getting from them. And they can be as small as just, the lyrics of a song, something you read in a newspaper, or something you see on the TV, a billboard. It can be any of those things. It doesn't have to be necessarily you hearing voices. It could also be through dreams, so you may want to have a journal by your bedside, and so that you can record anything that you have dreamt as soon as you wake up. What other messages do we have for my Virgo Quorans, please? I'm hearing the message, ask for our help and we'll be here, is what I'm hearing. So ask for support, ask for help, and you'll get the support that you need. This card wanted to come out. This card right here. And let me cut my deck. And I'll take the top one. So your first card is card 27. This is unreal. Taurus got this card as well in the same position as you. You really need to check out the Taurus reading. There's something going on here. So this diminishes to number 9, which is the number of achievement, and it's about release again. So under the Death card, once something has gone, something is dead, it's finished, release it. Do not hold on to it. Just let it go. You can see how beautiful the card is. She's completely open, and by releasing the shrubbery that's stopping her progress, it's dissipating. You know, she can move forward towards the light. So just don't hold on to it, let it go. And the second energy you have is number 7, which you have already one here, so 2 sevens, the card of nourishment. Now, nourishment does not have to be just what you eat, although this is a very big part, because if you nourish your body correctly, if you have the right nutrients, you will have a clear focus, a clear head, and because you've got a lot of mental energy going on here, you know, being determined, focused, it's important that you are careful with what you eat. Obviously, you know, we are what we eat at the end of the day, but it's also nourishing yourself. So maybe a bit less of junk TV, a bit less of social media, you know, nourish your mind with fresh ideas. Nourish your soul. You know, are you taking care of your soul? Are you giving yourself the little pleasures in life, you know, like, I don't know, relaxing in a bath, like spending some time in nature, interacting with animals, anything that makes your soul vibrate is what I'm thinking about. So really looking after yourself. This is a card of self-care, but also of actively seeking nourishment in different aspects of your life. You know, I'm hearing the message of feeding the new talents that you've discovered. So it could be doing some research regarding what you can do with your talents, and so on and so forth. Okay, final message for my Virgo Quirents, please. Final advice for February. This card wanted to come out. And take the top one here. Okay, so the card that wanted to come out is card 34, which diminishes to a 7. So that's your third number 7. You had the 7 of Swords, the 7 for the Nourishment card right here, and this is a 7 again. So if you see number 7 around you in February, that's your ancestors communicating to you, because look at this. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Your ancestors are really trying to communicate with you. For some of you, this card is telling me that you may need to go back to where you were born or where your ancestry comes from. That's just for some of you. But generally speaking, it can also talk about if you have someone, an elder in your family, you may want to go and talk to them for advice. But otherwise, it's just your ancestors trying to communicate with you and, you know, give you knowledge that you need. And your final message is card 27, which is number 9, and it's heart home, compassion. So you see again, I'm getting the warmth of the card, that if you do not live where you were born or where your ancestors were from, just know that they live in your heart, is what I'm hearing. I'm not getting the message of compassion with this card for this reading anyway. I sometimes do, but the message I'm hearing is that, you see, I hope you can see it, your home is within your heart, and so they're with you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message resonated in any way, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a beautiful February month. Until next time, au revoir.